Are you one of the many that wants to know the state of the real estate market headed into 2024? Well, if you are, stay tuned to special guest Dr. Sharon Barnes as she explains the state of the real estate market for 2024. Come on, you know you want to. Let's go. I think buyers this last year, they want to feel like they're getting something more. They want to feel like they're special. And that's one of the ways to make them feel special. Welcome to the Zoom Room podcast with host TR McCarthy. I am TR McCarthy, aka TR the Loan Guy, aka the Mortgage Goat, mortgage broker for Sceptre Mortgage. How are you doing today? In today's episode, I have the pleasure of speaking with longtime friend and business associate, expert in real estate affairs and ADU acquisitions, the one and only Dr. Sharon Barnes. Dr. Barnes, how you doing today?
I am great, TR. Thanks for having me. I always enjoy our time together, and I'm just excited to be here with you again.
I truly appreciate you being on the show. I know how busy you are. Before we get started, would you like to talk about anything that you're working on or you have going on in your busy work life?
Oh, in my busy work life. Just trying to get ready, to handle 2024. Like, really, there's a lot of changes coming down in the real estate market overall. There was 56 new laws passed in October by our governor that affects housing. 56. 4 of those are critical and accessory dwelling unit. But the other ones are dealing with finances, regular transaction. I just got a email from our broker of record this morning looking at some of the new forms that's coming down. And so the issue with getting homeowner insurance on doing our transaction, when you buy in, different questions and requirements they're asking of sellers and buyers. There's a lot of changes, and so really trying to position ourselves to be a true resource to buyers and sellers in 2024, because we need housing, and it's just getting more and more complicated.
And it's funny you mentioned the insurance. Just one of the things I've been seeing in the market is the up and down of insurance acquisition on new properties. And it seems like it's day to day. One day you can get anything easily. The next day it's like pulling teeth. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Well, if you don't mind, we're going to jump right into these questions. I'm just going to rapid fire at you.
And go back and so rapid answer back to you.
Let's see. What are the biggest shifts in preferences in these particular buyers that you've seen in the market over the last year? Any specific types of property or that you've been coming across that people are looking for more now?
Well, actually, from where I sit in talking to our colleagues in our office and realtors, a lot of buyers that are going out now looking for homes with lots and with the ability to create additional living, because especially where we're seated in California, there's a lot of people that are coming back together in the family unit to provide especially housing for parents. And so, I think, a few years ago, we were shopping for houses that had a downstairs bedroom and bath, so in-laws or parents could come and stay with us and whatever. Now we're looking more towards separate units because we're living longer, people are more independent, but they want to be closer together, and then financially it makes sense. And so I'm looking and seeing buyers who want to acquire properties that have potential for leveraging with additional living spaces. Sellers are still, a lot of them are downsizing, trying to get to smaller homes. So that brings in the 55 plus communities. We have a lot of new builds coming up. We have a lot of single story, 1,200 square foot and less, houses for those who are able to sell a home they've maybe had for years, have good equity, and moving into the senior community. I met one gentleman who just last week at an open house, who lived in Los Angeles and shared the story that he was able to sell his home for over $1 million, buy the house in the Inland Empire straight out cash, and still have almost a half a million or more in the bank to live off of. So it makes sense. So we're looking for those type of buyers and sellers, but those are
Absolutely,
the
absolutely.
decisions that people are making. And so now older people that's been, like I said, in areas where prices have really gone up are eager to downsize, get nice new housing in a nice quiet community. And so that's the trend. Younger buying to leverage property, and older downsizing to more senior communities.
I'm glad you mentioned that because that's exactly what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of people either A, trying to buy property so they can put ADUs out there. That's one of the biggest things over the last year that I've been coming across. Tell me about ADUs. Tell me about ADUs. How do I get an ADU? What is an
Yeah.
ADU? So that's one thing. And towards the end of this year, middle to end of this year, I've seen a lot of things shift towards condos. Like you said, people downsizing, going to condos. We just did what, the last two, I think, were condos, which was kind of a flip from what it was, a year ago. People didn't want condos. Now condos are a big thing, and also manufactured home, both on real property and in parks. Um, each one has its own advantage and disadvantage, but I've been seeing a lot of those as well.
Yeah.
So I appreciate your
Yeah, and
expertise
we're
in
and
that.
we're seeing a lot of
Hmm.
new builders and everything. And I was checking out even further east out, Banning, Beaumont area and so forth. We have a lot of new builders, and some of those homes you can get new homes for now under a half a million. I mean, they're the new homes in
Absolutely.
Banning, Beaumont area are equal or maybe even a little bit cheaper than the condos in Rancho Cucamonga. So it's all about location, whether they're working. I have a lot of people that are very concerned about, they want to get affordable housing or something that can afford better, move it to the Inland Empire, but they're looking at the freeways, like how long it takes them to get to Los Angeles or get to their job. And so that commute,
Hmm.
more retirees can move further east because they don't have to, do that commute every day. But yeah, new home bills are going to be a key part, and still can get some good deals.
Absolutely. You mentioned affordable housing. And one of the things with affordable housing, especially here in the Inland Empire, um, Fannie Mae just came out with a particular program. And I think I sent you that video, the SPCP. It actually gives you, if you live in Riverside, Ontario, or San Bernardino. What the heck is
Somebody
happening?
got excited, sent you some balloons.
Somebody got excited here. Okay, hey. But what happens is this: if you live in those areas already, and whether you're renting a house, renting an apartment, and you're looking to buy another house, whether it's in these areas or anywhere in California, Fannie Mae is now giving you $5,000 down payment assistance to help you with closing costs. They're also going to give up to $500 to help you with your appraisal, and up to $500 for your first year for your home warranty. You have to be living in one of those three areas currently. Whether you're renting right now, it doesn't matter. But if you're already living in those areas and you want to buy a home, they don't have to buy a home in those areas. They can go out to LA, they can go anywhere. But if you already live in the area, all you have to do is give us a call. We'll check their address, and if they're qualified, which the ones that have coming through so far, they've all qualified for them when we ran their credit. I mean, their address, and it's just a great program. It's a very easy program.
That's great. Yeah, we need all the help we can get, because when we say affordable, that's a subjective term. Because if we say affordable and it's 3,000 a month for rent or 5,000 to purchase, that doesn't sound affordable the way we used to understand it. But
It doesn't.
it's just the economy of scale, and where we are now. And again, that's why families and people are
Mhm.
coming together, or individuals buying homes trying to create rental units so they can have some income.
Absolutely. And I think the other one, there's one other thing that's been taken off like wildfire. And we've been working with real estate agents over the last few months to really try to push this is the 1-0
Right.
buy down, temporary rate buy down for if you're listing a home, add this into your MLS listing. And the average that we've been seeing is anywhere between about $3,200 to about $4,800,
Yes.
on an average home between 3 to roughly about, let's just say 600,000, right? Of course, if you go up, it'd be more than that, but just a one-time seller credit, let's just say a $4,600 will attract so many buyers for your home, and it's a win-win situation because that seller gets to literally attract buyers and sell a home quicker, and the buyer gets the benefit of having a reduction in the interest rate for one whole year, 12 months of payments. Usually, I've seen saving anywhere between $363 up to I've seen about $500. It was crazy on that particular first year, monthly, by the way. That's monthly. And so there's just different things out there for people, because I think buyers this last year, they want to feel like they're getting something more. They want to feel like they're special. And that's one of the ways to make them feel special. Thank you for joining the Zoom Room podcast with host TR McCarthy. If you like the content that you heard today, please hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button. It would allow others just like yourself to find this information, and it's free of charge, and it will definitely help the channel. Please let me know, what do you think 2024 is going to be? Is it going to be a buyer's market or a seller's market? Let me know why or why not in the description below. I'll answer every comment for the first 2 weeks. And remember, keep your mind right and get your hustle tight. TR the Long Guy, signing out.